Aussie parents are fighting to keep their kids safe online, going to Parliament in New South Wales to call for the social media age to be raised from 13 to 16. The 36 Months campaign has been driven by Whipper and Rob Evans, and they join us live now. Good to see you both. Whipper, I'll start with you. As a parent raising kids in the digital age, you've obviously seen firsthand how social media can impact their young lives. What are you seeing at the moment with this, the way you've galvanised the community here?
Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, look, it is confronting, and the statistics continue to jar us, I suppose, in the headlines regarding social media and that impact. But, you know, every second or one in two kids have had some sort of psychological challenge because of social media, be it depression, anxiety. The numbers of self-harm and hospitalisation from self-harm is so jarring. In the last 10 years, it's up 275%, and that's just on teenage girls. So at that age of 13 to 16, it's a very fragile time for a young mind to try and navigate the minefield that is social media. So that's why we're putting our hand up and saying enough is enough. And if we need to have a conversation at state level to lead to a federal level, then as a Commonwealth, we need to be able to say to the large social media platforms that this doesn't work for us and this is doing damage to our kids.
No, absolutely. And I mean, they're so vulnerable. I keep saying how fortunate I feel that social media wasn't around when I was their age, because it's just something so difficult to overcome, right? And Rob, I know your involvement in this campaign is deeply personal after your beautiful 15-year-old daughter lived suicided, and we're so sorry for your loss. How do you hope that this campaign can help others?
Well, I think it's so critical. I mean, my daughter started her journey with anorexia at age 13. She got social media at 14, so the social media didn't start her anorexia, but it certainly exacerbated it. And I saw her trying to find this space in her life that she wanted to stand out, she wanted to belong, but her identity was really confused by social media. And because she was bullied from 13, she really jumped into the social media, and that just made things worse. And she went down these various rabbit holes. So what I believe is that if she had have had an extra few years where she could have developed her own self-image and self-confidence in a safer environment without being taken down the horrible holes of social media, then she'd probably still be here today.
It's so heartbreaking, Rob, and you know, we've spoken to parents like yourselves so many times because this is happening far too frequently. I mean, Whipper, what you're doing here is really exceptional, trying to get everyone to rally behind this cause. It's the support, I suppose, then, that parents and you know, educators need. How do you turn that into a reality?
Well, I think there's a couple of points to be made, and one is trying to get the social media platforms on board to have an age verification. But if we were able to change the law straight away, because kids are right on the edge here, then we would at least be able to give the power back to the parents. At a grassroots level, we'd be able to build the community of parents to say that robbing a bank and stealing a car and being on social media prior to the age of 16 is simply illegal. So the parents have that power to play, which would give us at least some level of control. It's not a silver bullet, but it's some level of control. And in that 36 months of 13 to 16, think of the education that can be built into that time. And as we've been saying, you know, so young people can get to know themselves before the rest of the world does. So we're just looking for that unignorable chorus of voices that can continue the conversation to make this change.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see some change does come into effect.